We just like where everybody's gonna be for like the first time. For that. Coming through today. That's true. That's true. Yeah, and that's, and honestly. That's, it's never feel like when I can pull my easier screen. Yeah. Concrete and asphalt, depending on how big. Yeah, because we're 4 inches. Two and a half. I don't know if I know. Yeah. And that's actually high. We were able to beat that.
Well, I'd be interested, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, Americans would probably.
We need to talk about that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll put, yeah, oh, yeah, they do, but depending on how you get that, but they've come down a ton. Yeah, yeah, they've got some, and oil. They use kind of.
Well, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we can sort through on that.
It's submitted to the state.
It is 7 o'clock. We'll call the meeting to order, the July 2nd, 2025 meeting of the Decatur County Area Planning Commission. First thing on the agenda is the minutes from June 4th, 2025. Should all receive them in either email or mail. Any additions or corrections? If not, I'll look for a motion to approve.
I so move.
Second.
First and second to approve the minutes as mailed. Any comments? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, to comply with Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, Decatur County requests that participants in this meeting complete a voluntary anonymous survey that's available on the table in the back of the room. And following with the agenda, APC petition 2025-19, Joe and Arlene Stewart is requesting to subdivide approximately 1.5 acres out of 8.013 acres and rezone approximately 1.5 acres from an A1 zoning classification to an A2 zoning classification to build a single-family detached dwelling. This request falls under Decatur County Ordinance Section 915 and 920-7. The property is owned by Vital and Talia Hushbaugh and is located just north of 6069 South County Road 850 West, Greensburg in Jackson Township. Welcome.
We're just here to see if we can get the approval from you guys to build a single family home so we can be close to our daughter and son.
I assume you're Joe and Arlene.
Yes, for Joe and Arlene Stewart.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Look like on the petition, everything was there, the septic and the driveway, everything passed. Questions or comments from APC members? Nothing from the APC?
I don't have any concerns.
I will look for adjoining property owners. Which I see none of them either.
Kind of quiet.
I will, look for a petition then. Or for a motion.
I'll make the motion to vote on 2025-19.
Second.
Have a first and a second for vote on 2025-19. Mr. Westerfeld will read the votes.
The vote tally is as follows: Sheila Kirkhoff, yes. Tom Hunter, yes. Brian Camel, yes. Tom Cherry, yes. Brett Shute, yes. Tom Mauer, yes. Scott Smith, yes. And Paul Stone, yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It does pass. That is the first step. It will go to the commissioners for final approval and stay in contact with the office.
Okay,
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you. We will move on. Don Schilling of the Decatur County Redevelopment Commission proposing to amend the area resolution and the original plan to add the funding of a housing study to be conducted by the Greensburg Decatur County Economic Development Corporation. Resolution number 2025-1. Mr. Schilling, floor is all yours.
We are asking to approval to amend our original plan that would allow us to provide funding. One of 4 different agencies that will provide funding for that housing study. And in our original plans and the other amendments we have done, we did not discuss anything about housing. So we needed to have another amendment to allow us to do for housing. So that's what's being proposed, for us to do that and to provide that funding.
Just for clarification, the first step for the redevelopment commission to amend their projects is for the area plan to approve it.
Yeah.
And then it will go to the commissioners just like it does.
Yeah.
So.
And then after that, we have to have a public hearing and before we can actually finalize the approval.
It's pretty simple to me.
Questions or comments from APC members?
So the, so the funding is going to be through the economic development.
Yeah, the Economic Development Corporation is doing the actual study and they have asked different
They're asking the
agencies.
redevelopment commission for money, but for us as a redevelopment commission to fund it, it has to be listed on our list of projects.
Yeah,
So we are adding this to our project list.
Okay.
yeah. So
A few years ago, we did this to add the schools so that we could give the schools some money when they come and ask for funding. But the money's actually coming from the redevelopment commission
Okay.
going to the economic development.
Okay.
They asked 4 different entities, right, to kind of split the,
4 different entities to help pay for that.
pay for the cost of this housing study.
Do they give any solutions in that study to where to go with housing?
The idea, I think, is to determine what type of housing and probably possible areas of where housing may be. And it's just a study.
Yeah, most of those typically designate what dollar amount houses are in the most need. In other words, based on the incomes in the area, they target, say, okay, we need this many $300,000. I mean, that's the main goal of this study, is to say, as a community, we need to focus on $500,000 homes. We need to focus on starter homes.
Right now, it's all.
Yes, correct. But in order to get other funding, you typically have to have one of these studies done.
That's what we're doing. is
Yeah.
Providing.
Glad you're doing it.
Yep, it brings it more grants, more funding.
And this will fall along with the comprehensive plan that we're working on as well. So
Any other questions or comments? Anything from the public?
That would be Dawn.
I will look for a motion.
I so move that we're going to accept this, what is it, resolution number 2025 dash.
I'll second it. Have a first and second for the approval of resolution number 2025-1.
the votes are as follows: Paul Stone, yes. Tom Hunter, yes. Tom Mauer, yes. Scott Smith, yes. Brett Sheedy, yes. Tom Cherry, yes. Brian Canelli, yes. Sheila Kirkhoff, yes.
The resolution passes.
Well, thank
So,
you. Thank you.
I guess in a couple weeks, we'll be at the redevelopment edition for stage 2. So
Yeah, yeah. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
that is the last thing on our agenda. So unless somebody else has something. Missy, do you have anything for us?
No, I don't.
Anybody else have anything? Otherwise, I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. Yeah.
My daughter